opinions expressed by Zip is not always the views and opinions held by Zip. Sometimes they come from the cat. The cat doesn't identify as a cat and believe it's a pit bull, so around here we refer to it as pit cat. In this video, we're going to be talking about Steven Jackson going at N.O.R.E. But before we get into it, I'm going to need you to stall off on the like button, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you'll be notified when I drop these videos and all that. Alright, so boom, check it. We all know Steven Jackson ain't really feeling N.O.R.E. like that. Ever since N.O.R.E. let Kanye West go on his platform and say those disparaging things about George Floyd, Steven Jackson ain't really been feeling N.O.R.E. like that. He done made videos basically saying that. So recently, Nore is on Bootleg Cav podcast, and he had this to say right here.
We want to own this. This is something, like, I don't think that Drink Champs doesn't have my name on it per se. It's its own thing. It says N.O.R.E. and EFN presents right. Drink Champs, right? But I look at this as the future. Like, I knew Cam was going to come into this space, right? But in my idea, I was going to give Drink Champs to Cam. Like, I was going to cash out. That's what I was going to try to do. Like, and I was going to be like, yo, I want you to be the host on a lot of years or whatever. Obviously, he thought how I thought. Right. He wanted to own his own shit too. But that was my thing. Was it really wasn't about the money. Like, you know, it's not. You know, hip hop has been like if
you have real artist, hit records. Yeah. Like you. Hit records, by the way, you can do live shows as much as you want. Yes, like all these old school shows that are popping up everywhere.
Yes.
You could be getting a bag every weekend.
So when it was for me was when I, God bless Revolt, the original Revolt regime, when we were so hot and they came to us and they knew the concept was you guys want to own your own stuff. And they agreed to that. That was like for me, you know what I mean? Because this is something, that's my son over there. I know he looks like one of the guys, but this is something I could leave to my son, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And we want to own this. This is something.
Alright, so that's basically what Nore had to say.
And we wanted to.
Steven Jackson jumped in the comments and said, "Who listens to this lush?" People jumped in the comment section kind of wilding Steven Jackson up for that, you heard? But Cameron jumped in the comment section with the funny little Giphy and all of that. You know what I mean? I remember the other day, not too long ago, maybe a week or two ago, I said that when I seen Cam on Drink Champs, it seemed like it seemed like he was saying to himself. Now, in hindsight, it seemed like he was saying, as soon as I get my teeth fixed, you niggas is finished. Yeah, as soon as I get my teeth fixed, I'm on y'all niggas. I'm on every nigga with a podcast ass. Pause. Yeah, that's what it seemed like he said. That's what I said like a week or two ago. And I guess Nore sensed the same thing, you heard? Because he's saying the same thing. I'm telling you, when I seen Cam up there, it seemed like he was scoping the scenery like, nah, I'm about to take this shit over. Shout out to him and Mace. They doing their thing. Shout out to Stat, too, you heard? Back to Stat. Stack 5, you heard? Steven Jackson. Steven Jackson said, who listens to this lush? I think it's ChatGPT Tuesdays. Might as well, like. ChatGPT. Which podcast does better numbers? Drink Champs or All the Smoke? Based on all available data, Drink Champs does better overall numbers than All the Smoke. Here's the breakdown. Monthly numbers. Drink Champs, over 5 million listeners per month. Confirmed from multiple sources, including Wikipedia and interviews. All the Smoke, no confirmed monthly audio members. They're strong on YouTube and social media, but less transparent about downloads, YouTube video views, podcasts, top episode guests. Drink Champs, Kanye West did 6.3 million. All the Smoke, Vernon Maxwell did 1.8 million. Drink Champs has the most watched episode overall. Kanye West, over 6 million views. All the Smoke has solid hits, but none that consistently match Drink Champs' viral spikes. Audience type and reach. Drink Champs leans heavy into hip-hop legends and viral moments. Ye, Will Smith, DMX, etc. All the Smoke attracts diehard sports fans with deep NBA convos, Kobe tribute, KD, Cameron, etc. Drink Champs, bigger total audience, higher viral peaks, more consistent, high-performing episodes. All the Smoke, strong on YouTube and within NBA culture. less volume overall. Winner, Drink Champs in total numbers and reach. Who listens to that Lush? More people that's listening to you and your man Matt Barnes. I'm just saying. Like, yeah, y'all got a specific niche. Y'all covering NBA shit. When y'all got people that's outside of the NBA, y'all episodes don't really do that well. But when y'all got former NBA players and current NBA players and all that, y'all gonna do good because people know that's y'all lane. But why would you ask who listens to this Lush when his podcast is doing better than yours? He's doing better than you in the media space. What you mean who listen to him? We can't just be letting these dudes get on the internet and start capping whenever they want to. You not doing better than N.O.R.E in the podcast space. Why you talking about who listens to that Lush? More people listen to that Lush than that's watching you. You heard? Yeah, that's simple and plain. That's simple and plain to see. What I don't understand is Steven Jackson be running around with the Terror Squad piece on. Everybody know Nore and Fat Joe is like this. People be fake saying that Fat Joe owned Drink Champs. He got some type of ownership in Drink Champs and all of that. Like he put up some front money for them dudes or whatever. You heard? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But you run around with the Terror Squad piece. N.O.R.E won't even interview nobody that ever said nothing bad about Fat Joe. N.O.R.E stand firm on that. If you say anything bad about any of his friends, he not interviewing you on his show. He's not doing it. He takes up for his friends. He's down with Fat Joe. You understand what I'm saying? He call that his brother. So why would Steven Jackson be on the internet violating a member of the squad? That makes no sense to me. Somebody get on the internet and say something about somebody from the squad, you get all types of niggas jumping out the window, making all kinds of threats and all of that. But then them niggas could just jump out the window and say whatever they want to say to niggas on this internet. But you ain't just gonna jump out the window and say whatever you want to the Queens nigga without somebody saying something. Yeah, we ain't going for that. You is out of line talking about who listen to that Lush. More people listen to that Lush than niggas listen to you. That's just the bottom line, the harsh reality of the situation. Y'all niggas got a couple good episodes on there that go viral. They go viral a lot on Drink Champs. N.O.R.E is doing better than you in the podcast space. You mad? You still mad at N.O.R.E for N.O.R.E letting Kanye West, his most viral episode on his podcast, by the way. You mad because he went on there and let Kanye West say whatever he wanted to say, and he spoke bad about your friend or your family member, whoever it was. That was whack. That was whack. He should have let him did that. They should have edited that out. I feel like the Drink Champs ain't even been the same ever since that episode. So that not only did that hurt your feelings, Steven Jackson, but that hurt that nigga podcast at the same time. It hurt his podcast at the same time. You shouldn't be mad no more over that. Talking about who that like you was in your feelings. You might have been high, smoked something good, and you got jumped in your feelings talking about who listened to that nigga. More people listen to him than people listen to you. Let's get to that.
Okay, let's get to that.
Let's get to that.
Where Jordan at? Where Jordan went back downstairs?
Oh, let's get to that.
Harry, let's get to that.
Let's get to that. Let's get to that.
Shout out to Zip.
Let's get to that.
Now, let's get to that.
Even I started with a zip. Let's get to that.
Let's get to that.
Let's get to that. How I know what I...
Let's get to that.
He said he got a zip for me shit. Let's get to that.
Smoking out the zip, no drip. Now let's get to that.
Yeah, you know that. Let's get to that.
Fact, let's get to that, right?
Just like that.
In the words of Zip with the Drip, let's get to that. Let's get to that.
Yo, this the mayor of Newburgh right here.
Yeah, let's get to that.
Right.
Oh, let's get to that. Oh, let's get to that.
What's that, Zip with the Drip?
Nah, Zip with the Drip. That's my nigga. Zip with the Drip. I don't think it was just a random. Zip with the Drip, my nigga. Zip with the Drip on our side.
Yeah, Zip is hilarious.
He's hilarious, B.
Rapper